Okay, let's proceed with a few other details here. So I'm going to go to the basement floor. Okay, and what I'd like to do now is just simple stuff. I would like to do the walls that we have here. So I believe this is a regular concrete wall. I'm going to go and find our supplemental info. Let's try P1. Nope, that's not the wall. Could be this one, 200 millimeter concrete. But there's this one which is a bit more elaborate. So I'm guessing it's P2. P2 with furring. That's what looks correct to me. That's the stair wall, the fire exit stair wall. So let's go back to Revit. I'm going to click wall. Edit type. Duplicate. P2 with furring. I believe that's the name that we want. P2 CMU with furring wall. CMU stands for concrete masonry unit with furring wall, and the furring is, as I'll indicate to you when we do this, oh, okay, we already have one like that. No, not rename, duplicate. Okay, P2 CMU with furring wall, and we'll give it a 2. And so the furring are these metal channels that can then be used to attach the drywall to the concrete wall. So structure. So let's copy what they have here. Finish 2 and structure. So finish 2, let's switch this to gypsum. Gypsum wallboard, perfect. Let's make that 16 millimeters thickness. Now this one we will switch to, I think, furring. Metal stud layer, structure 1. Oh, we're just going to go with metal studs. Okay, structure 1, metal stud layer. Okay, metal stud layer, we're going to switch that to, we have it at 90, 92, and then concrete masonry unit 190. So here I will delete this. I'll delete this one. Here concrete masonry 190, perfect. We'll delete and we will delete, and that is our wall. Let me just double check it one more time. Thought I saw one more layer there. Nope, we're good. Okay. Say okay. Let's see what our drawing looks like. So I'm fairly certain that these, sorry, in the next drawing we have dimensions. So let's go here. So this is 6,300, so we can be pretty sure it's 3,150 to the inside face of the concrete on either side. So what I'm going to do for now, and alternatively up here, we know that this length is 3,200. So I'm just going to jump in here and start. I'm going to click my wall, extend one out. Okay. This one is concrete block with the metal studs on the outside. Good, that's what we have. And so I want to make sure this is 3150. Okay. And now, while I'm at it, I may as well mirror this over top. So select this, mirror pick line. Let's flip it over. Good. And now while I'm at it, I'm going to connect it with another wall. Those didn't really join the way. Oh, there we go. Okay, so these distances I believe are fine. I can even add an annotation here if I want to make sure. So I'd like to do it to the inside face, not wall center line, but finish face, wall faces. So from there to there, that looks correct to me. And now 3,200 from the finish face to the concrete block. So let's try and see where we are on that. Finish face to the concrete block. So we want to be a bit less than that, so I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to click on this wall and type in 3,200. Okay, so now I believe I have my stair wall built. Pardon the slowness here, the glitchiness. And so what I could do, I can pick a central axis and mirror it right to the other side if I wanted to. I think I could do that. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm going to zoom out here. I'm going to select this. Not that, this. Control. Wrong one. Okay. One more try. This. Hold down Control. Click that one. Click this one. Mirror, and I'm going to draw a center line this time because I don't have anything to flip it over. I'm just going to pick the middle of my wall. There's my line. There's my wall. So we saved ourselves a little bit of work there. Now, this I think is a different wall. This is some kind of concrete masonry units with furring on both sides. So furring, I told you I'd explain it and I forgot to. In this case, it's the concrete masonry wall, which is 190 millimeters, and the furring is the 92 millimeter wall studs. But they can be, if their purpose is simply to attach drywall to the concrete block, the furring can be very small metal channels, like 22 millimeters or something like that. And I have a feeling that's what this next wall is going to be. So let's go back to our Blackboard website. Let's go to P3. Yep, that looks correct, but the furring is quite wide. It's 92 millimeters again, so I'm just going to check on our drawings. Does it look that wide here? I guess it does. It lines up with that furring, so we'll go with it. So let's go back to here, architecture wall. Okay, edit type. Now I know we built this basic wall P2 together, so I know you have at least that. So we can work from this one. So let's say duplicate, and I will rename it to what? To P3 CMU with furring wall both sides. So P3, CMU with furring wall, both sides, and I'm going to put a 2 after it just in case we already have one in here. Okay, edit the structure, and what are we looking at here? So under core boundary, we're looking at another structure and another finish, which is a repeat of what's up here. So what I can do, I can click this and say insert, and now it pops in another layer up here, and I can just click on that one and say down, and then I can say insert, and now I have both down here. So I want to switch this one to finish 2. I'd like this one to be gypsum wallboard. And this one will be metal studs. Okay, maybe not. Let's just search for metal, see where that gets us. We've already done this one, so we know they're in here. Metal deck, metal stud layer. Why don't we go with that? Okay. And we'll put that at 92 and this at 16. Hit OK. Apply and OK. So now we have a new wall layer ready to go. And this wall looks like it extends from our stair all the way to goes past the grid line a bit. It doesn't really give us much indication of how far past, except based on these tables, which is not what we want to go by. So we're going to use our judgment here, okay? I'm going to say that's 100 millimeters offset from that grid line. I'm just going to take a guess. That's what we're going to do. So let's line up. I guess we're going to line up the cores this time. So location, core face interior, sure. I'm going to click here. Nope. Well, let me hit the space bar. Yes, that's what I wanted. And so just checking how far we go from here past one grid line to another grid line. Okay, past one grid line to another grid line and a little bit past it. Good. So, wall, let's go down. Okay, now we said, just to check here, we said we're going to go 100 millimeters past that grid line, but which one is this? Which grid line is this? Number 4. Which grid line did Mike use? Number 4. So we're good. We're in business. Now, to save myself the trouble of lining up this wall carefully again, which you should know how to do, but once you're comfortable with it, you don't have to keep doing it. So let's just say mirror, pick line, boom, there we go. This guy, we can kind of fill that thing off. Here we said we want this dimension to be 100. Let's just pick 100 for now. There we go. Okay, so we have this rectangle figured out. Now, we have some subdivision of walls in here, which I guess we're just going to guess at. But first, let's drop this wall in. So this wall appears to, okay. Okay, this wall appears to number 5. The finish face aligns with number 5. And actually, that looks like it's the same wall or a modification of it that continues down here. So this will make our job a little bit easier here. But let's just go up to this wall for now. So in here, architecture wall. Finish face interior. Are we going from a column? Is that what Mike did? Nope. Wait a minute, we're in the basement. What am I doing here? Okay. Sorry guys, I'm drawing the wrong thing. So what do we actually need to do here? That wall is correct. This we can shorten to 100 millimeters past this. And let's start with that. I apologize. Rookie mistake on my part. Okay. Let's go back. This one may actually go quite a bit further back, we will see. And now this one, wall, okay. Let's make that 100. Good. Back to here. So we have a mechanical, this is a mechanical shaft, this is something else. I'm assuming it's going to tell us on the ground floor plan. What are we looking at here? Okay, so that's a different type of shaft, mechanical shaft and other items. Okay, so we need to bisect this with that wall. But this is a concrete, this goes back to our concrete wall type. This is a 300 millimeter concrete wall, and we're going to drop the elevator block into there. So do we have a wall without, or this is with furring, okay, with furring, and here is no furring. This is just concrete wall. So here's what I'm going to do. Is this, no, this is smaller on this side. So if this whole thing is 9 meters, which it is, I'm going to guess this is, let's say 4 meters. So I'm going to grab a wall. Pop it in here. Okay, let's see, let's make this one 4. That gives us a bit more room on this side. Now, actually it would be determined by the elevators. So we may have to rejig this later when we load in the elevator core, but for now I'm just gonna drop this in and approximate it. So wall center line. Okay. Here we have furring one side. So let's say that's 1500. So wall. Furring wall here. Let's drop this one in. Click it. I'm going to flip it over because the furring is on the other side. And let's see, 1500. Does that look right? Maybe a bit large. Let's make it just 1000. And so I don't want to spend time on the video showing me searching for that elevator block and loading it in. So I will get it all set up, streamline it, and then in the next video I will show you how to drop the elevator blocks in. But right now we can finish up with this. So this is just a concrete wall with furring on one side in here. So wall. CMU, no. Concrete wall with furring. Okay, now I'd like to align these cores. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick one of them, and I'm going to click this button here, align, and I'm going to pick the inside. Is it going to let me do it? Well, it's not quite what I wanted, but let me try it. Preference wall faces. Faces of core. So let's try that. So face of core. So I want the one that I pick the one that I want to stay the same first, and then the one that I want to move second. And so now it's aligned it for me. And maybe if I jiggle this in a bit, something like that, it'll more or less align. Okay, there we are. This one, we left it as having some, according to the drawing, this has furring only on one side. So let me click this and we'll switch it to furring wall 2. That looks pretty good. This one has only furring on the outside. So we'll drop this back to here. Architecture wall. And again, I will use the align command to take care of any discrepancies in here. There we go. Okay. Now wall furring one side here. In fact, yeah, let's do that. I wonder if I could do this. I think I can. I'm going to grab this wall, I'm going to extend it. Okay, but I want this second part to be different. I want this to be two different walls. This one has furring on both sides, this one has furring only on one side. So I'm going to click it, and I'm going to split it. Split element, why not right in the middle? Well, whatever, just split it. Split the wrong one, nice. Okay, how about out here? There. So we split this wall. I can now shrink this guy back in. This one can, well, before I move this one, because it might connect it to that one, I'm going to switch it to furring wall one side. Flip it. Okay. It flipped in a way I didn't expect, but that's fine. We're going to align this core face with that core face, and we're all lined up, ready to plug it back in. What? Highlighted walls overlap. Okay. Maybe we can extend it. So, extend. Okay, so when in doubt, I'm just going to go by the commands here. Select a reference as a trim extend boundary. So I'd like to go up to there. Draw selection rocks around or click parts of elements to keep this. I think I'm just going to live with this. So they're going to let me do that. Interesting. Okay, this is being kind of uncooperative. Okay, I'm going to cut that out. I will find a way to troubleshoot that, so I'm just going to write that down. Troubleshoot wall corner. Okay, I will have a solution for that in the next video. Let's leave it at that for the time being. Now this wall will pull back, and from here to here will be a wall with furring on one side. So this wall, let's pull it back. Okay. Architecture wall. Furring on here. Bring it to there. Okay, and now once again I'm going to use the align command. So it doesn't matter which wall I click. Align. This is the one I want to keep. That's the one I want to bring it to. Perfect. Okay, that looks okay, except we probably could throw this wall into there as well, but for that we need just a regular concrete wall. Do we have that in our repertoire here? If not, we know how to make it. Let's try P1. Maybe that's what it is. Nope, it's not P1. P3? Nope. Okay, well, we know it's just a 300 millimeter concrete wall based on the drawing. And the hatch type, it looks like it's cast in place. No, it's just, it could be concrete block, it's fine. So architecture wall. Basic wall. P1 concrete wall. P2 concrete wall. That looks pretty promising. What do we have here? Edit. Okay, so it's only 200, which is okay. No, we have 190. So I'm gonna say duplicate P2. Let's go, I don't know, I'm gonna call it P4, whatever. Concrete wall, 190 millimeter concrete wall. Hit OK. Edit this. Concrete 190. OK. Apply and OK. And now we have a shaft somewhere back here that we have to block off. So, and if I wanted to have this kind of crosshatch, I can just change the material type to, I guess, cast in place concrete. Is that what concrete? And if it is cast in place, I suppose it could be 200 millimeters. Because there's nothing stopping us. We don't have to stick to the 190 millimeter. That's correct. The 190 millimeter thickness. So, sorry, I keep repeating myself. The 190 millimeters of the block. So fine, let's leave it at 200. That looks. Why is this different? Did we use concrete block on this as a structural element? Concrete masonry units, I see. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing my own work here. Let's edit the type of this wall. And let's just stick to the same construction type. Concrete masonry units, low density, concrete masonry units. Okay, and in that case, I am going to stick to that 190. Hit OK. Hit OK. There we go. And let's say, I don't know, let's give that 1200 for now. In the next video, I'll figure out a way to deal with this issue, and I will load in the elevator cores. I think we could, while we're here, we can do one more thing, and that's bisect this wall with another wall that goes up to here, because I think that's what's happening right here. And I could quickly just check to see that they are the same distance apart. Let's go to wall center line for this dimension and wall face for this dimension. We are the same. Good. 2, 4, 5, 1. Excellent. Okay, so we have this core figured out. And that is figured out as well. In another video, I will go back and do annotation on all items, but I'm going to leave that for now. Let's go to the first floor. Okay, and let's continue. So we're going to do similar stuff here. Let's go back to our drawing. This time we don't have to redo all of the walls, so it should be a little bit faster. In fact, I wonder if we could, not cheat, but save ourselves a bit of work here. A lot of these are exactly the same. So let me see if I remember how to do this correctly. Back to the basement floor. Sure, let's save this project. Okay. And I'm gonna select, oops, I'm gonna carefully select, get out of my way. Okay, I'm gonna select all the walls I want. There. Now, this may create a bit of extra work for me when I need to adjust the walls a little bit based on the elevator blocks. So maybe, you know what, I'm just going to copy it all for now. I can always delete a wall and copy it again later. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to copy to clipboard. Okay. Now I'm going to say under paste, I'm going to hit the arrow and say align to selected levels. And let's go to main floor and hit OK. Now if I did that correctly, we should have it on the main floor. There we go. And we don't have to redraw it and do all that finicky work again. And now I can do what I started doing accidentally and connect this to there. And this one will be the furring on both side wall type, but also connects to both. And these wall types change a bit. Okay. So let's get going here. Architecture wall. So we want the one with furring on both sides. Both sides. There we go. Okay. Wall center line. Whatever. I'm gonna go with finish face interior. See if I can line it up to there. Right. Okay. My mistake. I thought I was finished face of, sorry, interior face of the core for some reason is what I thought. But anyway, I'll use the align command. Grab that guy, align it to this guy. Uh-oh. Not good. What's going on here? So this whole thing is off by a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to align, I'm going to do another align command to fix this, and that fixed all of that, but now I need to do it on my basement floor as well so that it's correct. So I can use the same way of fixing it. So click this wall, align, inside face of this, sorry, outside face of this core, and align it to this. Huh. Maybe it was correct, and when I put that wall in, it moved around. I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, furring on both sides, let's go. Architecture wall. Furring on both sides, okay. Click it, align. Here to here. That looks better. Now it's not really connecting there. How do they have it in this drawing? It does connect. What's up? That looks better. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, we've got drywall along the entire inside of that space, which is what we wanted. Doors and windows we will also insert probably in the next video. But this is starting to look pretty good. So I think what we could do now is let's press on a little bit further for this video, and let's, we want to do curtain walls. Oh, sorry, we have a few more things to do. So let's add this wall. These, it doesn't say so in the drawing, but they are curtain walls. So let's try inserting those. If it gives us trouble, I will get a fix and implement it in the next video. And there's no more walls down here. Okay. So let's extend this wall up to the edge. This guy gets extended up to here. Good. Wait a minute. Yeah. No, it transforms into a wall with furring on both sides. I'm going to try my thing here again and slice this guy. Bring this down. Okay. This one switches to furring on both sides. Oh, let's align it. So I want this to stay aligned with that core. Good. Extend down into there. Ah. Sorry, wrong button. Up to here. No. It's giving me a hard time. So let me just see if I don't try to be clever. What will it do? Yeah, it's still giving me a hard time. Okay, so I'm gonna work on resolving this, and then I will implement a fix all at once, so that we don't waste our time messing around. So don't waste your time while I'm messing around with this. So I have two corners to resolve. Okay, not a problem. Let's try to do some curtain walls architecture. Curtain system. I think we could try to use like the storefront wall type. That's what I would guess the drawing wants. Storefront. Let's see here. Okay, gave it to us. Let's do another one here. And another one here. I think that's where it goes. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay, so we have our walls. All of them. So I'm going to save it. Okay. And now I'm going to try, you know what, I'd like to press on and do the stairs, but I'm worried that this video is going to get jumpy if it gets too long. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to sign off, and we'll do stairs in the next video.